Hello, welcome to another episode of the Newspaper Review segment. My name is William Savule. Today is the 22nd day of November 2021, and we're really glad to have you on the platform. If this is the first time of seeing this video, thank you very much for joining us. We're on all the social media handles, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification key to get notified whenever we come online. But for today, let's go straight to taking the headlines. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to drop your comments and your reactions on the comment section. For the 22nd day of November 2021, we'll go straight to the headline here. It says 2023, Osibanjo dares Tinubu as support group opens campaign office in Abuja. Tinubu movement keeps norm. All right, we also see this one here. Kamala Fair PIA has offered robust fiscal regime, opened investment opportunities in petroleum sector. All of that is on this day newspaper, so if you need to get the details, pick up a copy. We also see this very last headline here: security experts fault U.S. arms embargo threat against Nigeria. So get a copy of this day newspaper and read up the full gist. All right, next is the Punch newspaper. You see this very interesting picture here. It's a picture of the fire outbreak that took place over the weekend. There were actually 2 fire outbreaks in Port Harcourt this weekend. But we see the big headline here on the Punch newspaper. It says 90 ships seized by EFCC rot away in Lagos. Orders: no budgetary provision for Navy to maintain seized forfeited ships. Some of the vessels being managed by third parties pay rent to EFCC. Right, that's coming from the house of EFCC. We also see under that picture I showed you earlier, say fire destroys Rivers firms, truck, generator, orders. Okay, so we'll move on to other headlines. We see experts blame 2023 elections for 4.1 trillion rise in recurrent expenditure. So if you need to get the full story of all of these headlines I've read to you, please pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read up the full story. All right, next is the Vanguard newspaper. And we start with the headlines up here. It says militants blow up Ajib facility over alleged neglect, disregard for agreement. Militants blow up Ajib facility over alleged neglect, disregard for agreement. That's on page 12 of the Vanguard newspaper. The big headline here says, Kanu, how we brokered talks with Buhari in Gige. How Buhari can free Kanu, laments militarization of Southeast, says Mbazulike initiated move. Mwabweze greets Buhari for considering freedom for Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu's release not against separation of powers. Or Olawekpo Hashim. Group allows Buhari, Mbazulike Ngige. All right, then we see down here on the Vanguard newspaper, Nigerians securing admission to U.S. varsities in 2020 spent 172 billion naira on tuition fee. All of that is on page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper. So pick up a copy and read the whole story. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget to subscribe to all our social media handles. We're on Facebook as Thav TV, on Instagram as ThavTV_NG, and here on YouTube, don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever we come online. All right, let's go straight to taking the headlines. I have the Daily Sun newspaper here with me. Let's go straight to the big headline here. It says, Monday sit at home, no longer tenable or Hanese. Urges schools, banks, orders to resume commercial activities. And then we also see up here on the Sun newspaper, it says, militant blow up Ajib facility over neglect in Rivers State. That's on page 4 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Then the last headline I'll be taking from the Daily Sun newspaper here is, Nkuru Mmiri Scourge. Nkuru Mmiri Scourge. Southeast governors on Hanese town unions to meet. NDLEA to launch full-scale operation. That's on page 4 of the Daily Sun newspaper. So do well to pick a copy and read up the full story. As the Guardian newspaper for the 22nd day of November 2021, we'll go straight to the headline here. It says, economy, new borrowing on the way as oil production reserves dwindle. 40 billion reserves, 4 million BPD remain, a mirage 10 years after. 2022 budget revenue projection faces fresh hurdles amid divestment. Government owes oil company $1.4 billion in cash call. Petrol subsidy. Federal government to continue bridging cost payment despite PIB. All right, that's on the on the Guardian newspaper. Oh, we all see this headline here too. It says Kogi government gives EFCC 48 hours, denies ownership of 19.3 billion naira returned to CBN. Right, so pick up a copy. That's on the last headline I took is on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper. So do well to get a copy of the Guardian newspaper and read up the story. All right, thank you very much for staying with us. That's the much we can take today, being Monday, the 22nd day of November 2021. Join us again next time as we go through the newspaper headlines here on Thav TV. My name is Philian Sabule. Till next time, thank you very much.